found it fascinating. So this is U.S. sports popularity from 1920 to now. Yeah, it's kind of a broken link, but if you leave it here, it works. Baseball is the blue one that starts off with this massive popularity and has just I mean, you see, and then at the bottom you see that hockey is this just almost no growth in 100 years.
It went from second to last to last.
NHL cares.
Basketball is the green one. It's currently fun. Number 2, which is better than I expected. Am I reading that right?
Yeah, definitely. I know baseball's dropped off big time. This is good. Like, I hope hockey stays consistent in their slow growth. They're not going to be wearing gay socks.
Slow growth.
Look, they were at 5%, and now they're at 9%. A mere century later.
By 2090, we'll have 30 more fans.
And that's fine. That's fine. Just keep hockey the way it is. It's fun to watch.
I'm insistent that baseball would be way more popular if they didn't play 900 fucking games every year.
Yeah, and if the sport was like fun to watch. Like if there were even the whiff of physicality, even baseball fights are gay. It's a bunch of why-I-oughtas, a bunch of put up your dukes. It's so lame.
Sometimes it is. Oh, excuse me. Most of the time it is. I've seen maybe 3 good baseball fights ever where people got actually punched in the face and somebody goes down. The whole clearing of the bullpens especially is bullshit. That's when the bench is obviously clear because you want to back your guy. But the bullpen, that's the pitchers who warm up in the back, the relief pitchers and stuff. They come running from all the way behind the outfield. It's like, just stay. Just stay. Keep warming up, you fucking asshole. That's stupid. Because I've never seen it turn into
like a full pitchers. Do they even have the cardio to do that without it impacting the rest of their game?
They're hard. They're hold me back, guys. Hold me back. Guys. That happened every once in a while in the NHL where like there'd be a big line brawl where all the guys are actually fighting. And then one goalie, sometimes Patrick Waugh, that guy Kyle linked me a video about, he was a lunatic. Like the one goalie would be like, yeah, you come on, putting his arms up like he's, relaxed. Like, yeah, you come on down and you fight me. And usually the other goalie, unless it was like Ron Hextall or Patrick Waugh, would be like, yeah, no, you come and fight me, Buster. But if it was Patrick Waugh or Ron Hextall, they would skate down and beat the fuck out of the other goalie. And that was great.
Hextall would fight skaters.
Yeah.
And Hextall would fight anyone. He would start fights with anyone, but he didn't win all his fights. He was just really enthusiastic about it.
Yeah.
And somehow I like that at least as much. He's like, you know what? I'll kill you. Like you actually won't. You're very clumsy in all this stuff.
Yeah. You're wearing some giant goofy pads that make it impossible to like fight correctly. But yeah, Ron Hextall ruled. My favorite Philly goalie ever. I think most Philly fans.
He wasn't really good at the being a goalie part. He was okay.
He has moments.
He had his moments. Imagine you needed a tree that grew to 50 feet tall and provided that amount of shade. And now, amongst all the Hextall trees you've ever seen, one time it got that tall. One time ever. Would you buy that tree if you needed a 50-foot shade tree? You wouldn't. You'd pick a different tree. But he was still dope.
Yeah, he was still cool. I liked him. But you're right, Kyle. Baseball is collapsing, and if they're not careful in the next 10 years, they're going to be losing to hockey.
No, they're not.
Really?
I want to see the chart again.
Yeah, let me see that chart again.
Look at the trajectory. I'm also doing the kind of math where someone's like, 2 weeks ago, my son was 10 pounds, and now he's 13 pounds. By 2041, he will be 3 trillion pounds.
It will probably flatten out and stop losing popularity like it is. But I also wonder if this chart is that current? Do you think that's 2025 right now?
Yeah, I do.
Because I thought baseball got a little more popular when they put it
in the top. It says 25.
Okay. What is the clock they put on the pitcher to keep the game moving along? Is there a name for it?
The pitch clock or the pitch? It was something with pitching. Like they have to pitch fast.
Oh, I thought you were saying the bitch clock.
Oh,
the gay nerd throw the ball clock. Obviously,
the gonna be losing to hockey in a few years, and that's pretty embarrassing.
Stop scratching your dick. This game is 7 hours long.
How is this measured? Because like we've talked a bunch of times about how ratings for basketball, the green line, have tanked. They went down 40%, but not in this chart. So
it's a share of popularity index, but that doesn't mean anything to me. That right? What's based upon?
There is a source on the left.
Some guy made up
a source.
No, baseball's definitely collapsing. It's a slow sport, and I think that people who haven't played don't appreciate how hard it is to hit a baseball. It's the hardest thing to do in all of sports.
I've heard it's the easiest.
That's not true. And
people say it is. People say it's the easiest thing to do.
They do say that.
It's certainly the gayest, right?
I'm glad to see basketball is kind of stagnant. Like it deserves it. Basketball's been lame for a long time.
Such a hater.
Look at the bump it got for during the Jordan years. Look at the Jordan years, fucking making basketball be great again.
You know what? Interesting though, the '80s didn't get a similar bump, and that was the Larry Bird, Magic Johnson years.
Mm-hmm. I think the Dream Team and the fucking Olympics and all that stuff was just overwhelming.
The only thing I don't like
Michael had all those endorsements. He was on Wheaties before Magic.
The only thing I really don't like on this chart, soccer increasing in popularity.
Yeah, disgusting.
You know what's causing it, right?
You want more? Yeah.
Tell them why, Taylor.
The immigrants.
Goddamn.
They come to our country and they like this gay game called soccer. I can't even watch it. Can't look at it. A bunch of fruits falling.
We need more Dominicans in this country. That's where we need to bring people from. They love baseball.
Yeah, the baseball playing ones are already coming, right?
Yeah, as many as we can get. Yeah,
many as can sneak in and fucking.
I think
by that logic, we need more.
Baseball drafting is extremely complicated the way it works, but as far as Dominican players go, it's like a free market. It's like grab them anytime you want for whatever you want kind of thing. Like they're not part of that like collegiate system or even the Euro system. I think they're on their own like bullshit rule system. They go snatch those guys up and sign them to contracts at 13.
Can you hire people in sports who are just currently not spoken for? Like, I don't know how that would. I often think about this. Like, what happens if I do get superpowers? Can I just join the Sixers? Is that allowed?
Yeah, 100%. They could just sign you. Like, you would be a free agent.
Like the Eagles had the open tryout, remember?
During
Mark
the
Wahlberg got
lockout. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when Marky Mark got in.
Nah, I don't think he could have really played.
That's the kind of sports story that I think that a team like the A's, I don't know how they're doing this year, but last year when everybody was just begging them to all go and dig a hole and die in it, like, man, just get a fan out of the stands and let him throw a few, like get some interest back into this park. They're selling the team, and so like the fans are they had an atrocious season. It's a meltdown for the Athletics.
Are they going
to be a rule in the
Vegas?
UFC that if someone misses weight, then the other fighter has an opportunity to just pick 3 people from the stands.
Those are tough stands, but if you get your pick, then you could really take care of business. Get a couple blonde bimbos and just lay them out.
That wouldn't be fair. You'd have to let Joe Rogan pick 3 people from the stands.
Is that Tito Ortiz over there? Yeah, come here a minute. And he just picks all.
The fighter's like, hell yeah, easy win, and then he's like, lot of linemen in the crowd tonight. Fuck.
Poor Kyle had a rough one.
Have you rebounded?
No, I'm serious. I meant what I said. Like I won't watch the next few events. Like I'll probably come back whenever Islam fights in a couple months or something like that. But no, that whenever my guys lose or whenever like an enemy wins, I gotta step away for a while and pretend like that sport doesn't exist till it's out of my mind.
Maybe who? What's his name?
Dricus Duplessis? Khamzat Chimaev?
Khamzat is what I was looking for. Maybe he'll win you over. I mean, you were rooting for Strickland when DDP made him look like a bitch. And
I like Strickland. I still do. Strickland's a good guy. Like Strickland is an outspoken, like
he's an asshole.
Yeah, sure. He is an asshole, but he's honest about his assholeness, and it's not calculated. It's just a character flaw.
I don't agree with that part either. I think it's his brand now. That like he's intentionally catering to people who like being reassured that it's okay to be an asshole. And like now it's his brand. He says stupid fucking shit in an effort to get attention and stay relevant because his fighting doesn't get that done.
I think he's just uncouth. and kind of a dummy about stuff. But maybe not. I think he's a good guy at heart. I see him, in the gym talking about like going easy on the new guys and not roughing up sparring partners. I know Khamzat Chimaev was known for just abusing guys and just wrecking noobs and stuff in there.
Kind of like Strickland's known for doing that, right?
He does that. He doesn't take on streamers. Streamers come and ask to spar him, and he spars them hard. And they know that because they've all seen it. They know what they're getting into. They want a viral clip. They're happy to take a punch.
I don't know. I don't think they're so happy about it. I'd like to hear them say it themselves. I think they get more than they bargained for.
If you were going to spar with him, you wouldn't. You know what was you.
I would not spar with Strickland because I know what's coming. Yeah, exactly. But I think like I have this idea. Let's say that I'm rolling with Joe Rogan, right? Joe Rogan absolutely smashes me in whatever style he chooses to. That's how a fight with me and Joe Rogan would go. So I put this like responsibility on him to keep me safe in the same way that I would if I was like, I don't know, tickling a nephew or something like that. Like, all right, I'm wrestling with the kid, having a good time. And obviously I could smash this kid, but I don't because he's a child and, it's not an even match. That's how I expect Rogan to treat me. And when Strickland does that, he's like, look how much better I am than these untrained influencers.
They know that they're getting into that, though, because he didn't just do it once. He's done it like 3 or 4 times. Everybody knows. And I promise you that it's calculated where beforehand they're like, yeah, dude, fucking clobber me. It's going to be great I'm going to get 1 million views out of this. It's going to be great for engagements if I get beat up and it becomes a controversy. They wouldn't get in there if it's clearly going to be a hard spar. Like, and I agree with everything you said. Like, you should treat some, if we're just goofing around or light sparring or you're showing me the ropes. I don't know anything about Taekwondo, Joe. Show me how to do that spin kick. Like, I don't expect him to kick me across the room and break my ribs with it. But if I'm like, if I jump Strickland in there,
would do that.
If I'm trying to take Joe's head off, like if I'm going after him with everything I got and we're hard sparring, quote unquote, I might get my ribs caved in by Joe Rogan because I know he's going to kick me hard. I don't know. I don't think I think he's an asshole, but I don't think it's like a calculated meanness as much as it is. This guy's a bit of a dumb, and he's uncouth. But some of it is like some of his more controversial stuff he's saying for clicks, I'm sure. But Khamzat he means everything he says. I remember him screaming Allahu Akbar on 9/11 and then talking about like, I don't know if I'm going to be at the next fight.
I don't like that.
I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
Like that one bit. There's one thing I hate more than a Muslim. It's a white Muslim, race traitor.
He was saying like, I don't know if I'll be at the next fight. It depends if the Sheik will let me go fight in Israel. Like, and this is before Israel went too hard. This is back when we were like October 7th. Oh my God. During those times, he's like, perhaps the Sheik will let me go and kill Israelis. It's like, whoa, dude, you just won. They asked what the fight was like. what kind of answer is that? And then, he took on the belt a shit belt. Like he's a jerk. He's not turning heel. He's a piece of shit. He's a bad guy. I hear he has a school for children. And the first thing I think is, didn't Osama bin Laden have a school for children? You're not
Is it a
me.
good school or is it a LeBron James school?
Lots of wiring and stuff like that going on there. Like lots of they're making a lot of those clocks, those digital clocks.